Good morning, all. Yesterday we started our lesson 7, the necklace, in which we introduced a lady named Matilda Loisel who was not satisfied in her life. She was a pretty woman and she always thought that she was born in a poor family and she married to a clerk. One day her husband gave her an invitation, showed her an invitation which was from the Minister of the Public, and but she was not happy because she was not having a beautiful dress to wear in that party. So her husband, who had saved money for to purchase a gun, gave her the money to purchase a dress. Now today let's learn what had happened next. I'm going to start my explanation from the page number 41, para number 2. The ball day was approached. Ball day means the day of the function was approaching, and Matilda was still not fine, even though her dress was almost ready. And one day her husband asked her again that why had she been acting strangely for the past few days. That Matilda replied that although she had dresses, she did not have any kind of the jewelry or anything else to make herself look even more attractive. She said that without any jewelry she would look like a poor person in such a big party. So she again said that she would not go in that party. Then after that her husband replied that she should wear some natural flower over the dresses as they looked really nice and attractive. She replied that she could not, as it looked really cheap in the party of the rich people. Then her husband suggested her that she should go to her friend Ma'am Forestier and ask her to lend some jewelry. And after that, after listening this, Matilda, she became happy and again as she heard the idea. So she went to her friend's house and told her about the party and told her that she needed jewelry. Then Ma'am Forestier went to her closet and brought out her jewelry box and asked her to choose for herself whatever she wanted. Firstly, Matilda, she saw some bracelets, then some pearl collars, then some gold jewelry, and she was not able to decide what to take and what to leave. So she asked to her friend if she have anything else that she could wear. So her friend replied that she could herself take a look and choose something suitable, and she then saw a superb diamond necklace kept in a black satin box. She took it out with her trembling hands and wore it, and she was overjoyed with the necklace as it was looking so beautiful, and she asked her friend if she could lend her the diamond necklace, and Ma'am Forestier, she was agreed and she gave that necklace to her. Matilda was very happy. She hugged her friend and left for her house. Now it was the day of the party. Ma'am Loisel, she was looking very beautiful and she was appreciated as she was the prettiest and the most elegant and very gorgeous from all others. She was very happy and full of joy as all the men were noticing her, and she was full of enthusiasm and pleasure. She was happy that she gained all the attention. After that, the couple left the party at 4 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Loisel had already slept at 12 o'clock in one of the halls with three other men whose wives were also enjoying in the party. Matilda threw the wrap around her shoulders as they were about to leave. After that, the elegance of the party dress was getting ruined by the wrap. At that stall, it was not so pretty and the dress was so beautiful. So as she wrapped that shawl or stall, you can say, so she wanted to leave the party quickly because she did not want the rich ladies who had wrapped themselves in rich furs to see her in a cheap wrap. This was because she had portrayed herself as a rich lady by wearing the new dress and the diamond necklace. Mr. Loisel asked her to wait as he was calling a cab, but she was in a hurry and quickly went down the stairs. She didn't want to be noticed. As they got onto the street, they were looking for a carriage, for a cab, which could take them home but could not find one. Then they saw a coachman at the distance and started calling him. The coachman did not stop. Then they kept walking together towards the river, and finally they found a carriage, and the kind one finds in the Paris at the dusk time. The carriage took them to their home and they both went up. And then they were extremely tired. The enthusiasm and the fun for the Mam Loisel had ended by then. Mr. Loisel also remembered that he had to reach his office by 10 in the morning. As she stood in front of the mirror and she removed the wrap to see herself one last time in the beautiful dress and that elegant necklace, she cried. What was the reason of that? She cried because the necklace was missing. It was not on her neck. On the other hand side, Mr. Loisel, who had already undressed and he was going to sleep, when he asked her the reason for shouting, she turned him and said that Ma'am Forrester's necklace was missing and that it might have fallen somewhere. They searched in the folds of the dresses, the cloak, in the pockets, but could not find it. Mr. Loisel then asked her if she remembered having it on while they were leaving the minister's house. So from here, a twist in the story has started. What is the twist? That we will learn tomorrow. Today's explanation is up to page number 42.